Today, let's examine whether the actions of both the citizens and the police comply with constitutional law and whether any potential violations occurred. First and foremost, let's address the legality of filming in a public space. According to the U.S. Constitution, the First Amendment protects freedom of speech and the press, which has been interpreted through various court cases to include the right to record matters of public interest. As affirmed in Glick versus Conife, this applies as long as the recording does not interfere with the normal operations of the space. The Department of Homeland Security also published guidelines in 2010, stating that photographing federal facilities, which includes post offices, is permitted as long as it does not violate any security protocols or laws.
We got packaging pointers. Poster 7.
I don't think you can do that.
I'm sorry?
I don't think you can record
In-
in the building.
Well, why wouldn't
Not
I
without permission.
why wouldn't I be able to record?
Because that's the regulations.
I don't
Can you
think
put the
so.
phone down?
No, ma'am, I'm not going to. I'm sorry. I'm gonna
You
keep.
have to call somebody. Or you have to-
I mean, you can call whoever you'd like. Maybe you can learn something today.
I can hear you.
I said maybe you can learn something today, because I definitely can
Still
film.
can hear you.
Maybe you can learn something, because I can film in here. I'm sure of it. No, I can. Yeah, I can. But okay. Shipping supplies. Oh man. We got Hallmark cards here. Decorative shipping supplies.
That's fine.
That's something for 7 days.
No, 2 days.
So as I was ready to leave, guys.
How's it going?
Good, how you doing?
Not bad.
Good.
Not bad. What's going on today?
Nothing. He called you because of me?
Somebody called.
Uh,
I mean, like he was telling me, like, you know, you get the right to be in there and stuff.
Yeah.
The only concern that I guess customers are having is they just don't want
Their credit cards?
Yeah,
Yeah.
transactions with that.
Of
being
course. Yeah, I
recorded.
would never do that.
Yeah, I got you.
I would never do. I don't need to.
Right, I'm not saying you do. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I would never
so
do that.
that's the only thing. So.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
Sounds good. Thanks for coming out and checking on us. Bove. You got a badge number?
Bovey. Yeah.
Bovey.
496.
496.
Yeah.
With the New Milford Police.
Yep. Yep.
Cool, man. All right. Yeah.
You mind if I grab your name?
No.
All right.
No. Nice try, though.
Oh, I can ask, right?
Yeah.
The officers acknowledge his legal right to film and only request his cooperation regarding customer transactions. The police behavior here appears to be in compliance with constitutional law as they are recognizing and upholding the auditor's rights while addressing public concerns. One point of potential conflict arises when the officer asks for the auditor's name and the auditor declines. The Fourth Amendment protects against unreasonable searches and seizures, which courts have interpreted to mean that citizens do not have to provide identification unless there is reasonable suspicion that a crime has been committed, as established in Terry v. Ohio, 392 U.S. 1, 1968. Here, the auditor's refusal to provide his name does not seem to warrant further action from the police, who respect his decision.
Steven?
Yeah.
And your badge number?
481.
481. Thank you, Steven. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Yeah.
All right, man. Have a good day.
You too. Take care. Stay safe, all right?
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Interesting.
Okay, that's the only thing I want to do is get the, no, so what's your advice?
Come over. I just want to be in traffic.
Looks like this lady has some sort of sunglass problem. Hey guys, look, we helped that lady out. She obviously needed to speak to a police officer, and they just happened to be here, two of them, ready to, two police officers who were already here because the post office decided to call the police, the New Milford Police, out here in Connecticut. So, you know, instead of leaving, you know, they close in a few minutes, but let's go back in there really quick until they close, just to prove the point. Natalia? Can't really see it. Sorry, guys.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Natalia.
He's, I don't know what he's doing. Get out.
Well, I'm filing a complaint on you now. I just wanted your name.
Complain as much as you want.
Great.
Get out
You
of
called the
here.
police on me, and they did nothing.
Out of
And they
here.
did nothing.
Simple.
Remember that.
With your camera.
Right here. Yeah, no, I don't leave when you tell me to.
Out.
I don't leave when you tell me to.
Finally, the other citizens and employees appear frustrated and uncomfortable with being recorded. While the First Amendment protects the right to film in public, this right is not absolute. Courts may consider the circumstances, including intent and context, as per Smith versus City of Cumming 2000. Although discomfort alone does not override First Amendment protections, any behavior deemed disorderly or obstructive could be actionable under relevant state or local statutes.
Excuse me, may I ask what you're doing?
Sure.
Whose picture are you taking?
Well, right now, yours.
You're taking my picture.
Right now, because you're
Why?
because you're talking to me.
Because what?
Because you're talking to me.
Why are you taking my picture?
Because you're talking to me.
Why are you taking my picture?
Because you're talking to me.
So, you gotta
Amen.
take my picture?
Back
Get
up.
out!
Back up. Back up.
Get out!
Back up.
I said get out now!
You're gonna get yourself hurt. Stop it.
I don't give a fuck!
Stop it. Stop it. Relax. If you didn't want your picture taken, you shouldn't have
Get
called to
out!
me. Relax. What's your problem, man?
What's yours?
What are you doing?
What are you doing here?
Why are you acting like this?
I'll lock the door. Go.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with him? Are you the postmaster here?
No, I'm not.
A post office employee becomes confrontational, saying, "Get out now." This raises concerns of threats and potential intimidation. Under 18 U.S.C. Section 242, it is illegal for anyone acting under color of law to willfully deprive an individual of their rights protected by the U.S. Constitution or laws. Here, the physical intimidation and commands to leave could be seen as an attempt to violate the auditor's First Amendment rights.
I want to speak to a supervisor. What's wrong with this guy?
He doesn't want to be filmed, obviously.
He's the one that came up to me.
Okay, because he's got to lock the door. That's what I thought. We closed at 5.
He came up to me behind the counter and he said, "Hey, can I ask what you're doing?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Sure."
He didn't know who you were. But
Okay, but is the postmaster here?
no, he gets here. He'll be here on Monday morning.
Monday morning?
5 o'clock.
I'll be back here.
Okay.
And for Natalia too. And your name was Kevin?
Kevin, yeah.
Kevin. Thanks, Kevin.
Kevin number 2. There's 2 of us. So.
Kevin.
for you, right?
Kevin number 2.
Yeah.
That guy's a loose cannon, man. Woo! All right, guys. So, what I thought was going to be an uneventful day here, an uneventful audit here at the United States Post Office in New Milford, Connecticut, turned out to be, you know, a good one. At least good or bad, depending how you look at it. But that guy was definitely, he needs some kind of mental help. That was not cool what he was doing in there. All I was doing was exercising my First Amendment right peacefully. I wasn't filming him. He came up to me. For everybody watching this, all the bootlickers and trolls and, you know, the sheep out there, if you don't want to be recorded and featured in one of my stories, don't come up to the camera. probably not a good idea. If you don't want to be recorded, don't come up to the camera, don't talk to me, just ignore me, and you won't.
In summary, Sean was within his First Amendment rights to film in a publicly accessible area of the post office, as supported by Glick versus Cuniff and DHS guidelines. The threats and commands by the post office employee could be considered as attempts to violate the auditor's constitutional rights under 18 U.S.C. Section 242. The police interaction complied with constitutional requirements, protecting the auditor's rights while addressing privacy concerns. And finally, refusal to provide identification is legally protected unless there is reasonable suspicion of a crime, as established by Terry versus Ohio.